Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Crazy Pizza Gaming, good morning, Jack. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream so early on this bank holiday Monday. That's why we're doing this stream this morning. It's because it's bank holiday and I don't have to work. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good weekend. We are carrying on with AJAX. We're starting the transfer window, but at the minute we do not have any money to go out and buy anybody just yet. We've got a decent amount of profit, but the transfer budget is pretty much non-existent. We've got 3 million, pretty much. We want to keep decent wages, which is not much at all. Not looking to, no idea really where we can strengthen this team, because obviously we're in this Super League, we are doing pretty well. If I could meet any celebrity alive or dead, who would it be? Are we talking celebrity as in movie and TV star, or are we classing like footballers in that as well? Because I would love to meet, I'd love to meet Adam Sandler. What? I thought we signed this guy to a new contract at the end of the last episode. What? What? We're going to a new contract. Yeah, we did. Oh, ignore it. Ignore it. I don't know what's going on. But Vega even could be going at the end of the season, but we're only doing one season of this, so that's fine. TV, music, movie. Adam Sandler. I'll go with Adam Sandler then. Always loved his films. Always thought he was that crazy side of creative. He's just really good in that way. What about you? Anyone else want to answer that one? Anyone else want to answer that one while we're going through this little first bit of the stream? Feel free. Alfonso Davies now, and we're going to be putting him on the bench, and we'll hopefully be able to see how he does coming in this. If I could date one, not going to answer that question. I'm not going to answer that question. Right, we're going into the first game of the stream. We're going against Schalke, who are one of the teams that have been cast aside at the bottom of the table in this test career mode, in this International Super League. So it'll be interesting to see how we fared against them. I don't think we have physically played them yet. We've simmed a game against them, but I don't think I've actually played against Schalke yet. So I'm putting it on the line now. Hopefully we can get a victory. We need it to stay ahead of Real Madrid. Oh no, I don't want to. That's the BFG. I just don't want to answer that question. That's the only reason. I just don't want to answer it. Good blocking. Van der Beek now. Out to Kluivert. Van der Beek's got a bit of space going forward. Can we get this? Oh, no. Too slow. Developed a little bit too slow, but Van der Beek's got the shot in, and it's drilled just wide off the post. Van der Beek again, winning the header. Drops it off to De Jong. Dolberg, can he get a bit of space for a shot? Goretzka's there for the slide tackle. We need to win that header. We do with De Ligt. De Jong again. Van der Beek. Both De Jongs now on the... I forgot we've got both De Jongs on the pitch. Franco Di Santo. And we have played against Schalke. Because I can remember playing against Di Santo now. Good blocking by Van der Beek. Neres. Into Dolberg. Can we get the space out for Neres? We can. Dolberg doesn't make that run. Neres, lovely move inside. Can we slide it across? Oh no, we just don't get it right to the man, and Goretzka can hit it clear. Private. Maya read me like a book. He's been watching the tape. He knows exactly what we do on corners. Great tackle by De Jong. Gives it to De Jong. Oh, gets it through the legs. That is a great... How on earth did those passes get through for De Santo? There's two of them. This one goes through the legs. And then this one here goes just round, and Anana's just dived too high. And Schalke have upset us. Bergstaller gets the ball whipped in looking for De Santo, and it's still dropped all the way through to Bentaleb. Luckily synchroned. No real opinion. It's safety concerns. You can't really argue against that. And they've had, obviously, they have to do X many tests. Good morning, Dayman. Or Dayman, sorry. They have to do X many tests to make sure it's safe, and I think after the worry that happened with the London Stadium for West Ham after the first couple of games, I think the Premier League have been a little bit more strict on new stadium rules and making sure that they all pass the tests. And if Tottenham have got to make sure that they adhere to that before they can get any games going ahead, then full power to them for making sure that it's all done for the fans' safety. And it's within their right to do that, because they are held legally responsible if any fan gets hurt while on their premises. So it sucks if you're a Tottenham fan, especially if you've bought tickets for that. I think it was the Liverpool game. I think it was the Liverpool game for the home game. But it sucks if you're a Tottenham fan and you've already bought tickets for that, thinking it was going to be the first game, and it's now still going to be at Wembley. We are in the transfer window, Dayman, but we only have 3 million to spend. So we don't have a lot of money to spend. At all. So we need to sell a couple of players for us to actually be able to really improve this team in the challenge that we're doing at the minute. Dolberg can't hold off Nastasic. And we're not getting the rub of the green in the midfield at the minute. It doesn't feel like we are anyway. Oh, great ball through for Neres. Oh, he's off the post! I'm pleased to count. Dolberg scores after Neres hits the post. But, wow. Great run through from Neres. Luckily, Dolberg was following up. To be perfectly honest, man, I'm not certain. That's a great camera angle. That was an amazing camera angle. That is an excellent camera angle there. I don't know what position. I'm going to look at it when I get out of this game. See what positions we actually do need. I think it will depend on who we sell, to be honest with you. Because we've got a pretty... For this AJAX team, we've got a pretty balanced team. With some decent subs. And we can rotate them around the positions that fit. So I'm open to ideas where we need to strengthen. But from the way that it feels playing with them, it feels a balanced team. So I don't know whether if we just buy a player, are we just buying for buying's sake, and is it going to actually strengthen the team? Do I see Tottenham? Yeah, they'll be in before the end of September. It's just delayed by about a couple of weeks, isn't it? Unless there's something that's broke overnight that I haven't seen. Last I heard, it was supposed to be open for the Liverpool game, whenever that is, and then, but it's just been put back by probably a couple of weeks, probably a month at latest. So it'll be in there by middle of October. Oh, nice run by Dolberg, but Nastasic's arm gets in the way. But because I've turned penalties off, well, handballs off, sorry, because they were just absolute BS in FIFA 17, I don't get the benefit of the penalty. Oh, nice move that was. Oh, what a save by Farman. I'm watching this on the replay. That is an amazing save. Yeah, it's going in as well. That is an excellent save by the Schalke keeper. Good move by Dolberg. And why was Kluivert offside? Why was Kluivert not looking for that one? He just, I stand back, I sit back, the ball come to me. No, you got to go to the ball in that situation. Madrid are beating Porto, so Porto are definitely cutting themselves adrift at the bottom of the league.
Referee blows and we're away for the second half with Schalke on the ball. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looks very encouraging. It's with De Jong.
Let's go attacking now. We've got the equaliser, so let's have a little bit of a push for the next 10 to 15. That was a great play if Kluivert wasn't offside. That was an excellent bit of play. Lovely ball.
AJAX carrying the ball forward.
Tries to get a return ball and Nestacic just cuts it out. No, Neres, don't touch it. Oh, Neres! That was our throw-in if you hadn't touched it, and I'm holding the controller away from it.
Just to run that by you again, the news confirmed before the game, Everton have finally completed that transfer out.
Well, 35 million or thereabouts isn't a small figure, but loads of potential with this lad. Really getting at the opposition.
And Nastasic just manages to get there.
It's with De Jong.
Tries to slide it through to Neres, and that's a bad pass. Stambouli with the really aggressive challenge. Good defending.
That's a brilliant challenge. De Jong. It's with
Nice
De Jong.
play.
Here's De Jong.
Going to be in there for the Man City game. What date and what date's that?
Back again. It's with De Jong.
Oh, Dolberg's in the space. Oh, that's it. It counts as well. We get that. And I forgot the goal sound on the first goal. Was they were not going to be in there till the Man City game, which that's not far away, is it really? Tottenham.
He took it with great aplomb. I'm sure getting the first goal gave him the confidence to grab
Just
the
have a look at
second
that.
chance here.
I was going to say, someone's a Madrid fan in the house. Yeah, so October. So they'll be in there by the end of October, so it's been put back a month. So that's fine. It sucks for Tottenham fans because they want to be in the stadium as soon as possible. Salamander Man, thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's only a minor setback for them.
Wasn't really a very thoughtful one.
They'll be fine. They'll get enough money out of Wembley, and but the good thing is the Premier League have been supportive. Oh, that's a bad pass. That was a horrible pass. Why did I do that? Let's make some subs. Kluivert's not been up to it today, so we're going to give Alphonso Davies his first game in an Ajax shirt. And we're also going to bring on Shona. I love Shona as the little holding midfielder. Love him. Absolutely brilliant as that holding man. Thank you very much for the subscription, Salamander Man. It is awesome. Hope you enjoy your stay here. We do streams every weekend, Saturday and Sunday morning. And then what we'll try and do is try and do some streams in the midweek where we can. Obviously today, a little bit different because it's been bank holiday and I'm not working, so I can get a stream up. And it is all FIFA career mode on this channel. And Tushar is, well, he ripped me a new in before I didn't see where how far that pass had gone through. Neres into Dolberg. We'll go back and we'll just play it around a little bit. And we'll take it easy on a I can't say easy on a Sunday morning because it's a flipping Monday morning. Oh, Dolberg again. Great finish. Now I'm figuring out how to use Dolberg. He is now a great striker. He is a great striker now. But if anyone's using him and you usually do fast turns and then take shots when they're off balance, Dolberg is susceptible to spanning it. Absolutely hitting misguided ones if he is not set. I'll take an extra touch there to get him set. Then he's a good striker. But if he's hitting half off balance or just leaning or a bit of pressure around him, he's not that good of a striker. Just word of warning. And here comes the 3 substitutions.
3-1 the scoreline as we restart the game. Now Stambouli.
If he's ready earlier, then obviously they will, but they've got to give the next realistic date, which, knowing contractors in England, that 28th of October is right. You know, that's allowing for delays. And knowing contractors in England, there will be delays, and it will cost more money. That's just how the English system works.
Such a difficult decision, but it's a good one in this case.
Alphonso Davies. Oh, that's a lovely move. Oh, I should have played that pass. I should have played that. I didn't see the guy on the edge of the box until after I played the pass. Who do you think is going to win the Champions League this season? I can't look past Barca or Juve or Real.
If you look at the coaching manual, you don't defend like that.
Then again, it would be. I don't get me wrong. I'd love an English team to win it. I just don't think we're that good. I just don't think English teams are that good in Europe. In a minute.
Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area.
Oh, nearly worked. Alphonso Davies is rapid on that wing. Just saying.
Guided on by his head. They've got the ball still.
De Jong. Good block by Nastasic again.
See the deflection there. Corner.
I just don't think English teams at the minute are good enough in Europe to be able to maintain it all the way through.
Short corner. Great work by the goalkeeper. Headed pass then, and a shrewd one.
This is the 3rd time now we've got Davies in. Oh, that was a bad cross. Probably have to work on his crossing. Good pass.
Under some pressure, he shielded it well.
Well done, Shona.
And it's with Ajax now. Good vision.
Davies.
Finishing off.
Oh, nice cut back the first time, but Maya covers him. We committed a man to his backside to start off with, which I was very happy with. Good header.
Davis. Sherman. Goldberg.
Free kick? No? Okay. We'll have this win, though. We'll have the win. We've got the very nice win against Schalke, with Dolberg getting 3 goals. So I cannot complain about that after going down early. But we're limiting them to that one shot on target. They will reverse the decision to play at Wembley if the stadium is ready and passes all the safety concerns, safety stipulations and everything before that. But that's, you know, that's it. That's what will happen. They will play as many games as they can in their new stadium, but there's no guarantee that that will actually happen. Anything in here for crossing? 60. Okay. There you go. Advanced crossing. That's fine. Who do I think is going to win the Ballon d'Or? Oh, there you go. Hazard's just won it in the game. So, Hazard? No. I don't know, Salamander. I want someone else to win it other than Messi and Ronaldo, but I just, while they still have good seasons, while they still have really good productive seasons, I don't see anyone else winning it. Because there's that much hype around it. You know? So, I don't know. Okay, so he's joining Hellas Villa at the end of the season, but we're only playing one season, so it doesn't really matter. So, I don't know. I would love for someone like Hazard. I mean, don't get me wrong. De Bruyne had a great season last season. David Silva had a good season last season. Mo Salah had an insane season last season. But I just don't think that they will, that the voting panel will look past Ronaldo. I just don't think they will. Which, to me, kind of is very narrow-minded and very, very short-sighted. But when he's consistently putting up the numbers that he is, I agree that he should always be in consideration. There's no doubt about it. But should he win it every single year? No. Don't think he should. But it's interesting, because he is definitely worth considering every single year. But he's not always a slam dunk that he should win it, in my opinion. And maybe if it, not today, BFG, not today. Maybe some other time. But today's not the right time. Probably a bit closer to, probably when I get a little bit closer towards the wedding, I'll discuss everything about it, like the wedding itself. Maybe after the wedding, I'll do like a full story about it. Or if we ever do just a live stream where we're just doing questions and answers or stuff like that. But today's not the day for that. Sorry, mate. Right, we're simming this game against Napoli. Because this is the way we do it in this career mode at the minute. We are play a game, sim a game, play a game, sim a game, play a game, sim a game. So at Napoli now, and we could do with getting 3 points against Napoli, because that will help us in trying to close down the gap to them. And of course, I say that, and we go and concede. Get a draw. Okay, so we got a draw. That's better than a loss. Yeah, and Madrid are still 3 points behind us, which is, we've got to try and keep. I know this is a bit weird, but because we're in the Scottish Premier League, we've kind of got to make sure we're in the top 6. That's what we've got to do, is we've got to make sure that we're in 6th or higher, to make sure that when the league splits, we make it through to the next bit. De Ligt is out for 8 weeks. That's not good at all. Okay, we've got youth scout reports, but let's just look at the lit. This is the second big injury he's had this season, which is not good. Makes me think that he is a little bit injury prone. Which, you know, sucks. Because he's very good. Oh no, but mate, I'll tell you. All I'll tell you is this now. If you've watched marriage proposals online, like big marriage proposals and all stuff like that, you're going to be very disappointed with the way I did it. Very disappointed. So, but I'm not. As I said, it's not the time for it. But don't. I just don't want to. I just don't want you to get your hopes up for this elaborate story. It's not. It's not an elaborate story at all. Let's have a look. See if we can see on the calendar of when the league's going to split. No, it doesn't look like the league. It doesn't. Doesn't it split till April? Oh, okay. It might not split till April. Interesting. I thought it split earlier than that. Anyway. Oh yeah, need to look at the youth scout report, see if anything's come through. There's no one really that strikes the light, and that one say they look amazing. Nope, neither. He doesn't either. No, I mean this is the only one that comes close to it. So that's the scouting report done for those. Against Barcelona, a couple of people carrying little short, small knocks. Not small knocks, just a little lack of fitness. So we'll just stick with that. Sinkgraven, Tagliafico. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with our three strikers at the top to see what they can do. And then we've always got Neres. We've got three really good attacking options off the bench. Yeah, it's the way I see with everything, the way I see with anything to do with relationships in general. It doesn't matter whether it's showy or anything like that. It's whether it means something to the people involved. And to my fiance, the way that we did it meant something to her. So, you know, that's it. And that's the same with the wedding. It's not going to be massive, it's not going to be flash, it's not going to be like the wedding of all time to write home about. It's something that my mum, her mum, me and my fiance have all looked down and we've gone through and says, do we need this? No, not really. Do we want this? Yes. Is this got to be part of the wedding? Yes. And the one thing, I'm in a very, very, very lucky situation, is my fiance is creating a hell of a lot of the stuff for the wedding. She's like building like the table decorations and some of the signs and that when you go into the venue. Like all, that's a free kick for us there, ref. Ref, that's a free kick for us. That's no different than what I did to Messi. Goal. Oh, Dembele's missed. You know, everything about a wedding and relationships it shouldn't matter whether it's showy to other people, as long as it means something to you. That's it. That's all that matters. If your girlfriend or fiance likes the showy stuff, then great. Then do the showy stuff. If she doesn't, then that's fine as well. Good overlapping by Tagliafico. Oh, Semedo, you little son of a poo. Good morning. I'm good, Devontae. Thank you very much for coming joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good weekend and enjoying your Monday morning. This is going to be a very tough game. I can already feel the pressure and the speed Barcelona in the build-up. We're going to get a couple of chances and we're going to have to take them. Ah! I thought I messed up that pass then. Lautaro Martinez. Can we get the cross in? Ah! Just a bit slow on the whipping, and that doesn't look good. Martinez has gone down holding his shoulder. Dolberg. On his weak foot. Good save by Cillessen. Forces a great save from Cillessen. Martinez looks like he's recovered from his knock. Tagliafico, we've got 2 men at the back post. Can we win the header? Dolberg doesn't win it. Knock it down. Al again. Ziyech, get him onto his left foot. He's got him. Can we get the ball in for Dolberg? It's Van der Beek under Cillessen, and we get the goal. Yeah, Devontae, I cannot use skill moves. I mess them up. I try my best to do them in certain ways. We get lucky with that with that goal. I'll interrupt myself. We get lucky with that goal. Yeah, Cillessen, he gets that part of his hand on it. But Donny van der Beek is good. I'm not great, going back to my previous point, I'm not great with the skill moves. My timing of him is not good. And I tend to do the old Street Fighter kind of button mash where I just rotate the right stick around and just hope something works. The only one I can do effectively is a ball roll. And I do a ball roll. That's the one I can do. Oh, go on. Okay. We will have the second goal of the game for Mbolo's header straight across. Lovely ball in from Martinez. And Mbolo's just... Okay. I thought we were only gonna have 1 or 2 chances and we had to take them. We've had 2 main chances and we've took them. So now we're gonna have to just really hope that Barcelona don't do a Barcelona or EA don't do an EA. Because if EA do an EA, then it's 3-2 Barcelona, the final score. Oh no, that's a terrible pass. I got ahead of myself and did a one-time pass. I should have controlled it first.
On the move all the time and makes lots of these interceptions. Likes to come into this area. They're wanting further up front though as the game develops, I'm sure. Well, this attack's got a bit of menace to it.
Ah! Too many Barcelona defenders.
It's very risky.
Can we win this header? Yeah, we do. Well done, Voba. Looking for Mbolo. Into Ziyech.
Got some strength, hasn't he, to shield the ball.
Rotates his man.
Some potential in this move.
Oh, go on, have a go, De Jong. Okay, no, it could have been closer. Could have been closer. Let's have a look. How far was this actually wide from Sim De Jong? It probably was never shoving Cillessen, but it was that previously. It was okay. It was getting close. I can't say I've ever seen Judge Renner, but Jeremy Kyle is the scum of England. It is. I hate that show. Absolutely hate it. It's the worst people in England go on that show. It's like what Jeremy Springer used to be for America. Did I just say Jeremy Springer? I meant Jerry Springer. Martinez, go on. Okay, the float, the finesse didn't work. Kind of got really underneath it instead of putting his foot through it. But we definitely have, this first half, we've got the measure of Barca now.
the opposition there to make the interception.
Oh, pity Dolberg couldn't hold that up.
Get at the opposition.
I tell you what. No, but yes. No, I'm conventional free kicks. No. My little trick free kick. Yes. How is that a free kick? Other than it's on Messi. But Messi's not part of FIFA anymore. He's part of PES. So why are you supporting him, EA? That was never a free kick. Get it out. Get it out. Oh, come on. De Jong, you should be running forward for that.
Switch on the attack, slipping it through.
Oh, and ball at the back post. Oh, Ziyech. There's a little trick that I do with you involving the third kicker. So it only works when you're within 20-30 yards.
And it's going to be a minimum of 3 minutes to be played of added time. It's Messi. Good forward play from them.
Oh, damn it. Messed up with the defensive work. Oh, well done, De Jong. Well, dink out to Martinez. That'll do. That'll do. We'll run it to half time.
Well, this could be dangerous in a wide
Yeah, we'll just run it till half time. Or we'll just put another decent ball in. Hello, hello, it's me. How are you doing? Including me, people can't get off Jeremy over here. Do you mean you can't get in? Just PFG, do you mean that you love the show? Is that what you mean by that?
I'll be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal from him. Good overall performance.
Are we took what? This is the important. Okay, Devontae, it is an important question. But in what way are we talking? Are we talking shoes, or clothing, or kits, or boots? Because for me, boots and shoes, it's Adidas. Shorts, jogging bottoms, and that, Nike. Polo shirts, Adidas. Normal t-shirts, Nike. Kits, Nike. Hats, Adidas. I'm very picky with what I wear, but I will never. Melvin, I will do at the end of the game. I will do at the end of the game. But for me, boots, I've always, for pretty much the majority of when I play football and indoor and like five-a-side and that, so I'd say 90% of my boots were all Adidas because I just found them, they fit my feet like gloves. And it made me feel so comfortable. But obviously I haven't played football for about 5 years now. So I don't know whether boots have changed yet. And Van der Beek's through. And we are dismantling Barcelona right now. But yeah, boots, I always used to go to Adidas. And it used to always be the Predators. Always used to be Predators. They were just so comfy. They had the right balance of weight and everything like that. It was brilliant. Brilliant. But the kits, I like Nike's kits. Adidas seem to, I know they have to do the 3-stripe because it's their logo and that, but it just seems like it overpowers certain kits when they do it. Oh, looking for a ball at the back post, and he goes through the defender, but can't put it past Tillison this time. Dolberg, lovely move. Oh, it's a terrible pass. It's a game attack. It's not something I give out, mate. If I'm being honest, because I only really play on my Xbox for streaming career mode. I don't usually play it for other things.
Yeah, I mean, we've been reading about it for quite some time, and it does appear to be quite an exciting transfer. This
tend to come on this and just do the streams, and then sometimes I'll play an offline. Well, what am I playing? I play Formula 1, the new Formula 1 game at the minute, but I tend to spend more time playing like RPGs and that kind of stuff on my PlayStation. It's like Persona 5 and Final Fantasy and Detroit Become Human and all stuff like that. So I'm absolutely a sucker for those games. Apart from Gears of War, obviously. Gears of War, obviously, I've got to play on the Xbox because it's not available anywhere else. Ah! 60 minutes. We're going to make some subs in a minute. Oh, tie up. Lewis is through. But Mr. Buckteeth himself hits it just wide. Right, we're gonna rest a couple of players now. Ah. That's what I wanted to do. No, I wanted Martinez up front, didn't I? Let's make a couple of changes. But I mean, that might change. That might change in FIFA 19 because of what they've done to kick off and the new house rules thing. We may have some streams that we do in the future where it is Raccas house rules, where I will, depending on how house rules works with playing online, we may have like some streams where I invite the subscribers in the chat to challenge me in house rules. So I set up the rules, and you've got to beat me in my house, which I've always wanted to be able to do some kind of get the community into it. But I've kind of not wanted to branch too far out of FIFA, and I absolutely hate Ultimate Team. So that is not an option for me, Ultimate Team. Martinez, across Sillerson, and I'm sorry Barcelona, but what have you done to make your team so bad? We are absolutely destroying you. Hi Irish Matter, hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for coming during the stream. Oops, oh, a bit of pinball there. Messi. Of course it's going to come back to Messi, isn't it? Get it, Onana. Get it, good punch. Well, didn't want you to punch it, but we'll have that. No. Okay. Fair enough. And they brought on Mahrez. Messi's in. Messi scores. Of course Messi scores. Of course he scores. It's still only 4-1. But it's Barcelona, so, you know, and it's EA, so you never know. Oh, I need to take this. It had to be Messi.
Too far to think of a recovery here, but you know, maybe people
it's always Messi.
Games, and this consolation goal might be a positive for the manager. Yeah, I think so. For the next...
Oh no, he's going to get sent off for that.
That's a free kick.
Okay, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. Yeah, he did. It's like UEFA. It's always Ronaldo. If UEFA had any say in anything, Ronaldo would win everything. It's a pity Davies couldn't get free of the arms of Semedo, otherwise he was running through like a house, like a flipping runaway train. Now, why on earth was Tagliafico running away from Messi? Don't you dare do. I was going to say, don't you dare give Messi a second goal. Get it out. Good header. Cracking header, in fact.
Corner there, defended at the front post so easily. Rakitic, Jordi Alba. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Maybe the counter-attack is on here.
Get there, Davies.
He's onside and in behind.
Oh, in for Martin. Oh, no!
It should be.
Oh.
Attackers in the middle.
Yes.
Sergio Busquets. Jordi
Yes, but
Alba.
could he do it on a cold, rainy night in Burslem?
Coutinho.
Honestly,
Suarez.
I was going to say, depending on what people say, it's my opinion. It's Ronaldo.
It's a terrible place to give the ball away.
My opinion, it's Ronaldo.
That it stays
And
like
the
that.
reason why, Ronaldo's done it in 2 different teams. And he hasn't done it with a team that was purpose-built around him.
Maybe expected a bit more, but 2 added minutes.
That's the reason. That's my reason. Barcelona are an absolutely amazing team. But Barcelona would still be an amazing team without Messi.
Well, they've all gone to the defender to say well done. But I think the guy who had the chance.
You look at the value of the player for the clubs that he's played for. That season when Ronaldo went off for Man United, he was the best player and he dragged Man United through that. He then went to Real Madrid, and yes, Real Madrid were at that time when he went to, and still up until last season, was still one of the 3 best teams in the world, and he dragged them through. Played 3 different positions across the front, scored numerous goals all the way through, which both of them do. And now, if Ronaldo does it at Juventus and makes Juventus unbelievable, and they win, if Ronaldo wins the Champions League and the Italian title this year, then it is cast iron for me that Ronaldo's better than Messi. Because he's gone out of his comfort zone twice now and gone to a different challenge. And he's going to prove it again in the 3rd league in the world. The only downside I would have said is I would have preferred him to go to Germany, because I think the German league is better than the Italian league right now. But that's my opinion. That's the reason why I picked Ronaldo over Messi. But I can understand why people just say how Messi is the best player in the world. I can understand that as well. I'm just putting my point across of why I think why it's Ronaldo for me. And for Melvin, who is asking for the league table, this is the current league table. We are currently sitting in 6th place with 35 points, with 9 wins, 8 draws and 6 losses. We've got a goal difference of +12, which is cool. We're keeping Real Madrid at arm's length, which is always good for us. And with that win, we have closed ourselves to within 3 points of Barcelona, with 1 point behind Napoli. But Bayern and Man U are running away with it a little bit. And Porto and Monaco, we've got Monaco next, who we're simming against, are bringing up the league, the base of the league. And if this is your first time, thank you very much, Irish Master, and if this is your first time seeing this series, the reason why we did this is because I wanted to do something a little bit different before the start of FIFA 19. I didn't want to go back in and do just a normal career mode and just get a little bit bogged down and, you know, get back into the frustrations that are FIFA 18 career mode. I wanted to try something a little bit different, give myself a massive challenge, and this is a massive challenge. So all of the Scottish League teams that you have seen, all of the Scottish teams that you can't see in this league have all been gone to the other leagues around Europe. So it is, we will catch up with those at the end of the stream, where they are all at and how they are all doing. No surprise to see that some of the ones who have gone to like the Italian league or into the Premier League and stuff like that are not doing very well, especially some of the lower league Scottish League teams. They are not doing well at all. So we're simming this game against Monaco because we always play a game to sim a game. And the reason why we chose AJAX was because the chat said we should. And that's how I like to do in this channel. Is I like to have an idea of what we're going to do, but then let some of the minute details and some of the goals and stuff like that get dictated to by the chat. And we've lost Veltman and we've lost the game. Not good. So we lost 2-1 to Monaco, and we'll see how bad Veltman's injury is. I've got a feeling it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks. I can't let Siggraven go now. 3 weeks, that's fine. And if any of you want to know how to set up this kind of career mode, let me know. It is really simple to do. It takes a tiny bit of time, but it is really simple to do. And I can tell you how to do that. Okay. So it's going to have to be Nissen Christensen. It comes off the bench to start. So what have you guys got planned for the week? Are you doing anything interesting? Or we'll let Mr. No Face go. Mr. No Face can go. He's on a free transfer. Van der Beek, reject. Siggraven, no, we've just got the injury to Thingamajigger, so we're going to reject that one as well. We've had no offer for Nori, and he wanted to go. Don't use Cernium, we've just got Davies, so we'll let him go. 16, 17, 18. So when you get to, so obviously with FIFA 19 coming out as well, so you do 4 seasons and you do a season each on 16, 17, 18, 19. So you would have to make a new career. So you'd be making a new player every single year. Is that how I'm understanding that? Seems like a lot of work, mate. Does seem like a lot of work. No, you're not. I mean, Ziyech. You can get rid of that, Atletico. You're not even in the Super League. You're not that good, so you can't. You're not worthy of Ziyech. It seems like a lot of work, but I'm not one to judge. The best thing I will say is in career mode, and the best way to make a career mode good is by you enjoying it, and as long as you can enjoy it and have the right time, then that's it. That's all that matters. That is all that matters, and that's why I like putting in. It's like I was talking to a friend last night, and we were just talking about just random stuff for career modes and that. And the one thing I've loved about this year for FIFA 18 in career mode, the actual gameplay itself is not that good. You know, FIFA 18 itself is not a good career mode. You know, they've added the what you call it, the transfer things and the little cutscenes. That's the words, the cutscenes. They've added the cutscenes to it. Doesn't really add anything to career mode apart from that extra little bit of annoyance. So all it really does is add that little bit of annoyance. It's like saying, oh, we've got to wait for this to load up, and then you'll skip. I just want to do it quicker. The more you get into career mode and the more you do, you kind of just like, oh, this is boring now. Is there any way I can turn this crap off? But the fact that we've gone into career modes and we've had rules and like stipulations, like the Paul Vale career mode, we could only loan players or get them in through youth players or free agents. It limited the amount of players we could get, meaning that we were looking outside of what was the norm for players to buy in, which then opened up options for players with massive growth to come into the club, then selling them on for decent profit, really looking into the pre-contract system, which is an absolute goldmine if you can get into it. If you can get into that, if you can get a decent system together for the pre-contract system, like getting players in from January for the next season, you can really efficiently and for a reduction in money, get a decent team. I mean, the amount of players in these career modes that I've got via the pre-contract system is astonishing. I have had, and I'm not joking on this, there's videos proof, I have got, what a great goal from David Klassen, what a great goal from Casper Dolberg. But I have got this on these, not all in at one time on career mode, but I have had Marco Verratti, Yuri Tielemans, Paul Pogba, Lionel Messi, Gabriel Jesus, just to name 5. Those 5 players I got on. Oh, and Pavard. And Pavard, the French defender. I got those 6 players on pre-contracts. I looked at them in January and got all of them for next season. So basically, all I had to do was make sure I had enough money to pay the wages. No transfer budgets, no nothing. You just imagine how much that team would have cost if I would have had to have bought them all. Oh, Clivert can't keep it down. Just imagine that. And so it being able to use different things and having little restrictions and budgets and having the chat quote unquote give me objectives and being the mediators on transfers, saying like, no, you can't sell this guy, yes, you've got to sell this guy, has worked this year, and I've been thankful for it. I've had the most fun. It's like kind of structuring career modes. Not had the most. I'm not gonna lie. I've not had the most fun playing career modes this year because the game is annoying. It is. The game is just annoying. FIFA 18 is an annoying game. Is an annoying football game. I honestly preferred FIFA 17. I honestly preferred FIFA 17. But yeah, and we're just going to be growing on that for next year, for FIFA 19. We're just going to be growing on it. Next year, we haven't decided which team we're going to be starting the year with yet. But one thing that we are going to be doing is that in the first career mode, that my board for objectives is going to be the chat. So, good morning, Dej. So the chat is they're going to have the normal board objectives like you do in FIFA anyway, that the game gives you. But I'm going to be having secondary objectives from the chat, and we're going to get. We don't know whether we're going to do 3 a season, 3 per transfer window. You know, from say August to January or you know, that kind of stuff. But we're going to be having. We're going to be having 3 objectives minimum from the chat, and if I don't fulfill them, then I get penalised either by not basically, and these penalties will all be again dictated by chat. It could be that if the chat want to be really horrible to me, that I am not allowed to buy anybody in the next transfer window. You know, stuff like that. Or if I do well, then I get an extra slot to buy a player from free agency. Because what we usually do is we usually put a limit on how many players we can buy per transfer window in the free agency. We usually say, right, you can only get 1 from free agents, and we can get 2 from pre-contract. Something like that. But if I complete the objective, maybe I can get as many as I want from pre-contract and 2 from free agency. But that's what's going to be dictated, and the chat is going to be a huge part of the series for next year. But we still need to figure out which team we're doing. I don't know whether we're starting from League 1 or League 2. I think we should start from League 2, if I'm being honest. To give us the full road to glory-esque, so we are starting from the bottom, going to the top. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Won it back.
Dolbe.
Oh, I didn't see him because of the ref. Oh, we blocked him.
Kept his balance. Space
And luckily he didn't try to pass it back across. He should have passed that then.
goalkeeper. Porto awarded the
Good
corner.
header. Really good header.
Well away from goal.
No, I don't.
Got a chance here.
No.
There's space out near the touchline.
No, I don't, Dedge.
Dolbe. Ziyech. Room now out on the wing. Great ball.
Oh, just couldn't get it through. It's a lovely little bit of play.
Abu Bakr. Trying to get away on the break. But that move was quickly broken up itself. Now this looks promising. Guiding it through. Finishing off.
Oh, Van der Beek. He's coming up with some really good goals recently. Popping up right in the right positions.
And good value for this advantage at the
This Ajax team is starting to hum nicely. I don't know why I'm doing this all the time though.
Well, this
Yes,
is the team
yes,
in
yes.
form, isn't it? They are excellent, these players today, and they've got their
Right,
reward
he's
here.
starting to just tick along. We've got the Porto are not the strongest team, but
Margin here to 2-0.
starting to just really find out how these players tick together. Really getting used to the 4-3-3 as well. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a huge fan of 4-3-3. I'm not. But it's definitely with this team, it's working. I'll work it out. Good morning, AJ. Hope you're doing well.
Here's a team that can really hurt you with the number of passes that they play. Now the possibility for a cross.
Okay, Clive, you've got to go towards the ball, mate. You've got to go towards the ball. You can see that the ball is should be coming to you, but 65% possession. I think that's a little bit of domination in the first half against Porto.
Half is off and running, and so too are Ajax. They could pose some danger now.
And Porto, not wanting to concede anymore, have gone really defensive. You ever play PES? I play the demo every year, but it's never something that I entertain to play the full game. What about yourself? Is anyone a PES player here? Or but and the other reason why I don't play PES mainly is because I don't see there's a depth to a career mode. And I would love to be able to say that yes, I will play. Oh, good goal! I will play PES. If PES actually had a decent depth of career mode with more than one or two, like one league or something like that, then I would entertain playing it and giving it a chance. But you see, it's the master. I mean, you have the Master League, don't you? Which, to be perfectly honest, I haven't played the Master League since, I think 2006 was the last time I properly played a PES game. So I can't tell you how the Master League works now. So whether it is any different or not, I don't know. But when I last played it, it's like you had two divisions and you just got all random players. Which is good. Which is good because it's like you get it is like a road to glory where you've got no really good players. You can actually score free kicks. That's a big plus. Anyone who's seen me try, you can ask anyone who's tried to see me take normal free kicks in this game. Yeah, that would be a good bonus for me because I cannot take them normally. Oh, good ball. Please win that. Casillas, Dolberg. Casillas again. Can we have a penalty, please? Dolberg just got shoved out of the way with a bloody force push.
Now Danilo Pereira. Keep the ball at the moment.
I've got the 19 demo, but I haven't. I'll have the corner, but I haven't. I've only played like a handful of games. I think I've played three games so far.
Decided that this time they're going to play the short corner. Looking for teammates in the middle. Only partially clear.
Win that. Knock it, that'll do.
Now five.
Not enough on that pass. Dolberg needs strengthening on his passing. I'm just going to change the front three. Just because I can. So strength in numbers with that front three.
Here's Danilo. Abu Bakar. Read the intentions of the opposition there to...
Oh, what on earth was that pass? Pez, oh, I've got to say, recent years, Pez has looked better than FIFA graphically, which never used to be the case. FIFA always used to look slick. FIFA looks a tiny bit, compared to Pez, FIFA looks a tiny bit, not blocky, but you can definitely tell it's set more towards an arcade kind of style of play. But Pez has gone for a more realistic approach, which I think they had to do. You know, but it's again, I haven't tried it yet. The way FIFA's going in the minute, Pez has got an equal opportunity to be as good as Pez. Because FIFA's running itself into the ground right now. FIFA's not doing itself any favours with what it's doing to certain modes. It is not. It is not doing itself any favours at all. It's like, it's almost as if it doesn't want to. I mean, fair, don't get me wrong, the addition of the Champions League just basically says, right, FIFA, like Pez is just basically, Pez is saying to FIFA, right, we're going to just overpay you on licenses, so you are not going to have any of the licenses to any of the stuff. And I haven't played a lot of Pez, so I can't talk about their mechanics, but all I'll say is, some of the FIFA stuff recently is awful. And the improvements that they're saying they're making for some basic stuff, like passing, actually makes the game worse. It's like passing, in the past 2 games, has been awful. Yeah, Pez doesn't have the licenses, which is a massive drawback for you, I agree. Because EA are overpaying for them. Can Davies get his first goal for AJAX? No, he can't. And Bolo on the follow-up. What's Pez Club? What's Pez Club? I've not a clue what Pez Club is. Excellent play. Trying to get Davies his first goal. Oh, that's their... Okay. That's why I don't know what it is. That's why I don't know what it is. Because anything to do with an Ultimate Team kind of thing is I switch off because I don't like it. Oh, what a save by Casillas! I switch off when he says career, like Ultimate Team. I just don't like career. I just don't like Ultimate Team. No, that's just me. I just don't like it. Good win. Very good win.
Very, very strong performance.
But if Pez had... If I could see Pez having a decent a decent-ish try at career mode, or a career mode kind of thing, I would give it more of a go. I would. And even if I didn't stick with it, it would just be nice, probably like a little bit refreshing for me to just see how the other side is doing, so to speak, because I've played so much in this career in FIFA with career modes that probably I'm seeing errors that aren't actually, I'm seeing issues that aren't actually there. So maybe I would need to take a step back and go see something else and then realise, you know, it's actually not that bad. But because there is no real competition for a career mode, I kind of can't look at something else. Oh, we finally got an offer for, so Cherney. Okay, so you can go on loan. Van de Beek, we're rejecting. We've got to accept this one for Nori. I don't want to, but we've got to accept it because the board have told us he's got to go. Right, I want more than his valuation, so you can offer me 7 million. Okay, fine. Told me he's got to go, so not much I can do about it. I wanted to keep him on because obviously, if any of you don't know, Nori unfortunately has been in a coma. He collapsed last year and he was in a coma. I honestly don't know whether, I haven't checked, I don't know whether he's still in the coma, but I wanted to keep him on the team just so he was like, I would look him on a nod to him, say, look, get well soon, hope you do a full recovery, would love to see him back playing football. Don't think it's ever going to be a case where he will come back to playing football, but you know, it's horrible what's happened to him. It's unfortunate because he was a really good player, really good young talent, and to be taken down like that was cruel, to say the least. Yeah, Nori unfortunately has gone. I didn't want to do it. Board pushed me. The board pushed me. Yeah. It would. Don't get me wrong. It would be nice how if. It's like if you went with a create play, yeah, definitely. It would be nice if you could, like, part of the management side of things would be that not necessarily you change the shirt sponsor because that's licensing. You know, you're not allowed to change the shirt sponsor because of the licensing issues. But it would be nice. Oh, by the way, I've just checked the time. I've got to pop off soon, so I'm gonna sim the next game, and then that's gonna be it. Sorry, I just realised. No. I'm sorry, I've only just realised what time it was, and here's me just chatting away. But it would be nice if part of normal career mode, you could actually kind of dictate where things were going. It's like you have certain sponsors, like not necessarily shirt sponsors, but stuff that's like not visual. It's like maybe you have it around the ground, or you say, you have a tie-in for water bottles or training kits, which nobody sees in the game, but could, depending on how well you're doing, could easily just give you that little bit extra money for transfers. It would be nice if that was implemented. If they were able to give you that kind of an option to earn a little bit more money that way, because at the minute, the only way you can earn money is by transfers or prize money. Whereas we all know that not all teams run on prize money, sponsorships and all stuff like that. And the better you do in the league, you get better sponsors next year. It's an idea. Anyway, simming against the team who are currently sitting at the top, Bayern Munich. It's not going to go well for us, I don't think. But we'll see. Well, we've held out for the first 15 minutes. Positive start. And we end up losing 2-1. Clivert gets a goal in the 62nd minute. Okay, Neres looks like he's picked up a knock. That's not good. I don't like that. He seems to keep picking up a lot of knocks in the sim games. 6 weeks. We're still sitting in 6th place, so we're still above where we need to be, which is good. So we're going to do a quick run through of where everybody is in the leagues. We'll have a look at where all the Scottish teams are. And yeah, then that will do it for today's stream. Sorry it's a little bit shorter than what we usually do, but as I said, it's bank holiday and I've got some stuff I need to do today. So let's have a look at the other leagues. So the first league we're going to be going to is going to be the English League, because that's the first place where we move things to in the Premier League. And let's have a look. So Ross County and Motherwell, they're not bottom now. They were before. Ross County were bottom with only 2 wins. I think they only had last time, so they may be able to pick up some more points. But it's currently sitting at the top. You've got a 2-way race between Chelsea and Liverpool. So that is an interesting race there. In France, Partick Thistle still without a win. Only 4 points with 4 draws in 25 games. And they've got a goal difference of -46. The other team in there, Celtic, are currently holding their own in 5th. 15 points off Lyon in top spot. In Germany, Dundee and Hibernian were the 2 teams we moved over there, and Dundee sitting in the rock bottom with 8. Hibernian a little bit better with 17 points, but probably going to get relegated just the same, with Dortmund leading by a country mile ahead of Leipzig. In Italy, the 2 teams we moved over were St Johnstone and Kilmarnock, and St Johnstone have picked up their first win of the season. They didn't have one yesterday. Kilmarnock second bottom, both of them cut adrift by 5 points, with Roma leading away from Inter by 9 points. Didn't move anywhere to Japan, Korea, Mexico, and in the Netherlands, surprise, surprise, it looks like the Dutch League and the Scottish League are pretty evenly matched, because Rangers are currently sitting on top spot with 15 wins and only 1 loss, 52 points, 4 points ahead of PSV and Feyenoord. We only moved 1 team over there because they were the team we swapped for AJAX. In Portugal, the team we moved over there were Aberdeen, and Aberdeen are currently sitting in 6th place. Again, another seems to be an evenly matched league to the Scottish League. Aberdeen faring quite well, with Benfica leading from Sporting by 5 points. In Scotland, obviously that's where we are. Bayern currently sitting in top spot, 5 points ahead of Manchester United, who are the further 2 points ahead of Juventus. We are currently sitting in the 6th place. We need you to get into the second split. 10 wins, 8 draws, 8 losses. We've got a goal difference of +11. It is the sim games which are doing our mischief. When we play games, we seem to be doing okay, but when we sim games, we seem to be losing quite a bit. So I don't know what I can do about that, because I don't have enough time to play all the games, and it'll probably get a little bit boring if I just keep winning and went on to just destroy every single team. In Spain, the 2 teams we moved were Hamilton Academical and Heart of Midlothian, and they are currently sitting bottom and second bottom respectively, but they're a little bit closer to the teams around them. At least Hearts stand a chance maybe of pulling out of that, because they're only 3 points behind UD Las Palmas. Madrid, Atletico Madrid leading by 3 points from Villarreal. It just shows that without Barcelona or Real Madrid, that Spain is pretty even. And I think that was it. Yep, that is all we wrote for this one. So that was where everybody was sitting. That's currently where everybody is sitting in the league. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming and joining us for this stream on a Bank Holiday Monday. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, then hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel by hitting the button down below if you haven't done so already. If you want to get notified when the next video of mine goes live, hit the little bell next to it and you'll get notified with a little push message or by an email. So thank you very much. Anyway, the next stream for me is planned for Saturday morning. Hopefully starting between 9 and 9:30, but 9 and 9:30. If there is a stream midweek, follow me on Twitter or Instagram. I'll let you know there. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Raccas, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra.